Hello, everyone. I am finally back. When was the last time that I streamed? I don't even remember, but there's been so many times I wanted to stream, but Streamlabs said, no, your video drivers are out of date. And my computer was having a hissy fit for me trying to update my drivers. Everything should be good now. So if anyone is probably wondering what's going on right here for Path of Titans, they rolled out a lot of updates. And one of those updates was the final creature for the official roster, Barsboldia. So now all the base game dinos are fully functional and playable, but AI is just around the corner, and they're giving a bunch of new abilities to everybody. Let's see here. In-game frame rate is a little bit weird. Hold on. Wouldn't happen to be that causing it, would it? No, that's something else. I hope it's not Streamlabs causing that. The settings are all the same. I'll just give it some time. So I should be able to just get away with doing this, right? That change it? No, not really. Go back to normal. It might slightly be Streamlabs. But that's okay. I'll make the sacrifice, I'll live with it. Because I really wanted to stream. I missed you guys. Right, let's go and clear the branches. Let me see. Let me check, make sure I got my abilities. Yeah, I do. me just have this open up here, just so I can keep an eye on it. Collect acorns. Something else is here. Oh, it's a Styracosaurus. Cool, made a friend. any acorns on this side? I know there's some over this way. Let me see. What are they? Oh, they're in Alberta. That's a rare sight. When it comes to the Ceratopsians, people always play either Eotrike or Styracosaurus. Almost nobody plays Alberta. Yeah, I figured they were heading to the Waystone. I'll just accompany them. So let's see, if I stand still, yeah, that jump is like non-existent. That'll change when I complete this life stage, because then I'll get the vault ability so I can jump. Hope there's enough. I think there is. Yeah, this should be enough. You have time. Perfect. We're running out of branches here. actually check something here. Hmm. What about this? There you go. Just want to listen to something. What's the other stuff that I had?
Hello.
Hi, Shelby.
What you doing?
Streaming Path of Titans.
Cool. I'm just on Bob, just trying to grow a Pato for the...
For the TLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spent like an hour trying to figure out the skin I want for my Apato here. And I'm like, wait a moment. There's no point of that.
You never know. Though, is it just me, or was there a certain attack that's missing on the new Apato?
Stomp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm like, no stomp?
So I'm
foot
guessing... Yeah, so I'm guessing that it's either one, there's just straight up no stomp, or two, they forgot it.
I feel like they replaced the stomp with the foot attack, and since it's going to have like some sort of headbutt, I believe.
Yeah, the neck swing.
Yeah, I feel like that that's what they did instead.
I have a feeling that because there's no stomp, Apato's getting a tree rework for talents.
Yeah, so
Because it's like
that's
there's
why
no point in having. Well, I guess there is a point.
stomping.
I guess there is a point for turn while stomping because it can be like maybe like its little kick attack. It's gonna be like the para where turn while stomping works with that.
Yeah. There's a chance maybe what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, there's no point for us to have a Earth Shaker. We already know that.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah.
Meaning it's going to get replaced with something else.
Maybe it's gonna be something related to the next swing where you can like amp. I want to say that the next swing is gonna be like you upgrade like the knockback you do on it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna do knockback.
Yeah. It wouldn't really make sense with that as we have batter already.
Right.
And putting more, they have to get rid of batter for balance reasons, or just have or just like have it there and not maybe like the head swing would maybe be a talent to do more damage instead of knockback. As A, they have to get rid of batter, or B, just have the next swing do more damage.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really make sense to have two things could able to do batter, and it'd be imagine everybody using that.
Right. I was just thinking in my head just because of like you know how everything has access to Brawler, but something like Sharp Teeth, for example, is the same thing as Brawler, but it's amplified. Like it even says on Brawler that it's not as strong as the specific enhancement, such as Sharp Teeth.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? We just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I think it might get a slight speed buff from the looks of it.
You know, I know a lot of people don't like the animations because they look stiff, and I kept telling people, you have animations like the model just stay in one spot, like not moving around at all, just like one spot stays there.
Yeah.
The animations are going to look weird.
Yeah.
It's always going to do that.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't like the tail smack. And it's
wait for it to be in game.
Yeah, I'm like, just wait until in game they're going to probably polish it, as is probably not fully done. They're just showing.
Even if it is fully done, it's like, guys, you need to see it in actual gameplay to actually determine.
Yeah. Like, I had to explain to a lot of people people who never done animation, never done this and that, and for myself, who a friend of mine showed me how animation works, and I tried it out, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. And you know, just messing around and stuff, and yeah, when animations like stayed in one spot, it will look weird. That's why they do testing and, you know, running around with it in game and see how it is.
I, from personal experience, can fully like agree with that. Like, I've done it for a few years, so I know exactly what it's like. I've had my fair share where I've animated stuff, but I didn't put movement for the model to move. So yes, it looked really weird. And then when I actually had it in motion, it looked better.
Yeah. So it just irritates me when people start talking about this and every little thing. I'm like, guys, they're going to listen to feedback. They're going to probably touch up some things about it. Besides, this is probably not the full thing, and it's not in game. So, yeah. This sometimes annoys me. Of course, not everybody knows how animation and 3D modeling actually works. So, yeah.
Yeah, animation in general is a touchy subject for trying to explain to people of how it works. Because whether it's 2D or 3D animation, a lot of people don't understand the whole process behind it. So like take for example like YouTubers for example that do animated stories or just like animation in general.
Yeah.
People usually will go in the comments and like complain about like where's the next episode, where's the next video and all that.
Yeah.
Because they're expecting, it's like, okay, video, you know, just watch the new video release. Okay, so the next one's coming out like tomorrow, right? No.
No. It takes a really long time. I think like somebody who was trying to do some sort of cool animation with warrior cats, they had to stop that project because nobody wouldn't fucking listen to them how long it will take for the new episode. So they stopped it altogether and a lot of people were pissed. I'm like, it's your guys' fault. Like, these are people who never drawn, probably not at all, and are not patient. Probably half them never done animation before. And it's like, well, you want the episode to be there that fast while you go do animation and tell me how long that takes. With drawing, it takes a lot more effort. Not saying animation 3D it doesn't take a lot of effort, but I think it just depends on whatever you're doing, to be honest. But I know one thing, drawing will take longer than 3D animation as drawing. There's gonna be a lot of errors. Way more. It's like, I don't know. But I'm super excited for the Apollo remodel. But they're showing Lurdu too. I feel like Lurdu and Apollo's getting the remodel.
At the same time like they did for
Yeah.
Acrochrono.
Yeah.
I would like them to be able to do that like more often. Because for the Acrochrono thing, that was actually, I think that was a great success because it allowed more diversity for people to like test out things to see how
Yeah.
it went out. Because like, you know, you
Yeah.
had your people that were playing Acros and it's like, okay, well, I'm done with everything for Acro, so now what? Well, now you can play as the other thing that got a remodel. And you see that everyone still loves Chrono, because that's all that people play now in the ocean.
I've seen Moses once in a while.
At least on official.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's like
I don't
Moses
play on-
basically don't exist at all on official anymore since the last patch.
Yeah. I haven't played on official for a really long time, so I don't know. But
Yeah, I've been playing on official quite a bit here and there whenever I played on Bob. So yeah, it's very noticeable.
and more recently, and the more I keep thinking about it, they've been adding every TLC for their creatures. They've been giving it creatures like a third attack or something to help them. Like, Parasaur, it gets a back kick.
Yeah.
For Apollo,
Getting that neck swing, which is something I would have thought they would have given it a long time ago, because, you know, usually you see that as a thing for sauropods whenever you see like dinosaur quote-unquote documentaries.
yeah.
You always see them swing their neck around as something's in front of them, because obviously their legs aren't going to reach whatever they're attacking.
To be honest, even I like sauropod stomping. To be honest, I prefer the neck swing over a stomp.
Yeah, like, sure, like, visually, those are, like, great, but in actual gameplay practice, like, a stomp attack is literally not a good attack.
Especially with... You've seen Megs abuse poor Apollo's necks.
Yeah.
This will actually give Apollo a second chance of fighting. People may not like it, the Meg players, but too bad, because Apollos need something to deal with you guys. You just need to play smarter and think more.
I mean,
of how you
especially
should fight.
when something like a Velo, for example, you see that matchup is literally impossible for a
Yeah.
Pato. It's physically impossible for a Patos to do anything against a Velo.
Yeah.
All because they can literally just jump high enough, no matter what the Apato does, and just reach their neck. It's like, eventually the Apato is going to die. There's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah. And I'm like, people say, "Oh, just put a fake hide on the Apollo," and
No,
it's like
that's not enough.
that's not enough.
Especially if, like, you're a younger Apato, for example, where you're even more vulnerable because you don't have the stats as a fully grown yet. It's gonna be even more difficult for you to deal with a Velo.
Yeah, it's gonna be more difficult, more pain and suffering, because you can't do anything. I don't like we're in a situation where you just can't do anything.
Yeah,
like-
which is why I was, you know, a bit upset about them when they said they don't have any plans to, you know, do away with butt riding because that's intentional combat. It's like, no, that is a very poorly planned design for combat, of just literally getting somewhere where your opponent physically cannot do anything no matter what they do within the game's limitations.
I think they're realizing it because they're doing little by little of this and that.
Yeah. Now,
Like-
I'm not fully against being able to hit somebody without getting hit yourself. What I'm against is when once you're in, then that's just it. No matter what your opponent does, they automatically lose. As soon as you just get in that one spot, there's nothing they can do throughout the entire fight until they die.
Yeah.
That's what I'm against.
I get why they don't want to add collision, but at the same time they should. But if they add collision, means they have to rework some things, and it could be more buggy. So I get why, but at the same time, there needs to be a balance. The one thing I'm hoping when Sai get his remodel, there's not that bug with the tail. That's what Sai I have a problem with.
Yeah.
People abuse the hitbox with Sai and Koa
Yeah.
with the horns, and it is so fucking annoying. It's just why.
Yeah, that's the same thing like for Utah versus Carno on Evrima. Like, you probably, like, if you see like videos, for example, of Utah's fighting Carnos, and if you ever played it yourself, like,
I can't, so I don't know.
yeah, but it's like there'd be times where it's like, you know, obviously you're trying to run away from a Carno, and when they're about to bite you, the logical thing is to like turn at the last moment because they can't turn, right?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, when Utah versus Carno, if you do that, the Carno's almost always still going to hit you, even though on both of your screens, the Carno is nowhere near your tail, but it still hit you.
Yeah. Bug.
Yeah, that's a bug that they're patching out here. But it's
Thank
like,
God.
that's existed for a long time, and it's like, that's so annoying and dumb. It just makes fighting it harder than it already is.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that, but... yeah. It's the reason why I like playing servers where the rule where you can't abuse the hitbox of Psy, because it doesn't give the Psy a fighting chance.
And even then, it's like, it's not like it's even intentional. It's like, yeah, the models is nowhere near the other one, but yeah, no, it hit.
Give me a second. There's a wasp.
Oh, jeez. Careful.
That was just not fucking cool. I'm just sitting here chatting and this wasp decided to come on my chest and it's like, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Hi, how are you?
I don't know where it went, but I hope it's fucking gone. I had to go to the bathroom and check it didn't go to one spot where I thought it went to. This is not fucking cool. And I know the fact my cat was chasing it. My cat has a weird habit of eating wasps.
Oh, jeez. He uses the stinger as a toothpick later.
Yeah. But yeah, that was just not fucking cool. It's like, oh hell no, you stay 10 feet away from me. I got stung too many times to even want you to be near me. I still remember my poor hand and my finger, because the first time I got stung, it was like in the middle of my hand and it fucking hurt. And the second time, well, it happened the same day when my mom was putting stuff on my sister because she got stung. I put my hand on my head and I got stung too, between both of my fingers, and it was just like, fuck you too. So my hand had 2 wasp things on it, and I could barely move that hand. Like, I'm not allergic, but dear God. Luckily it didn't land on my mom because she's actually allergic. But yeah, it was just not cool. So what we were talking about before the wasp issue?
Let's see.
I think hitboxes on
Yeah.
size or something.
Yeah, the hitboxes, where it's like, it's 100% not intentional, so it's like, it's dumb that people find that stuff and abuse it.
Yeah. That's another reason why I got pissed off at TT, because they changed it where, like, oh, you can still abuse it, you just can't do it all the time. And it's like, huh?
Just straight up just abusing something that's not intentional is not good at all anyway.
Yeah, and it doesn't give the other player a fair chance. And it's like,
Yeah, specifically when it comes to a survival game, if there's something that's abusable in terms of combat, then no, that's not okay.
yeah, it was just not okay, and I did not like that one bit because I couldn't play how I want my side to play as, so I stopped playing TT for another reason. I couldn't play any of my creatures at that point how I like to play them. Because I can't defend myself against birds. Like, at all. Especially the huge ones. And since the huge birds did not have a threat on that server at all, like, Tyrannod's troops were not allowed to attack each other. Yeah. That's the issue. But anyway, I just don't like people abusing hitboxes at all.
Yeah.
When I I'll say I'm a Meg and I see a Psy, I'm not going to try to go attack the tail. I'm going to try to attack the front.
Yeah, that's one thing that just always questions me. Like, even if there is an abusable hitbox, why would you want to attack something that is its main method of attack?
Because sometimes you will not able to get hit by the, like, even it looks like you should have been hit.
But still, logically, like, even if you could, if you mess it up, then it's like, that's a lot of damage that you're gonna be taking for no reason.
Yeah. I just, it was so, like, I'm mostly talking about Megs. We're just going to put Megs in this equation because Megs, they could fucking abuse that. Because if they, you know how their bite is, they go forward with it, right?
Yeah.
That's how they abuse it, because their head could go forward.
Mm-hmm.
But not enough where if they did get smacked, it wouldn't do that much. For some reason. I don't know why. That's why on my side, I move around because I'm not giving them a chance.
Right.
And I have killed and injured Megs for that. Because they see me constantly move around and they can't get their head, use the fucking hitbox, they're going real. They're dead right there. I do enough damage to them. Why the number one rule with my side, I max out brawler melee. If still butts, max out. I max out brawler melee. But with Poa, you know the horns, right?
Of course.
You could abuse that too. A U-bite is specifically where the nose and horn meets.
Mm-hmm.
On the Koa's end, it says it did damage to you. But on your end, you're free. No damage at all.
Hmm.
But you could damage them. But they can't damage you. And you know how many megas fucking abuse that?
Mm-hmm.
It is like, you... And I don't like servers where they have only 2 Koas like, only 2 could be in a fight. Because Koas are made to have 3, not 2 fighting. I get why the servers do that, but that's how you delete your Koa population. Like, Koas are made to have, like, 3. That's the group limit for them anyway, right? 3 Koas, am I correct?
Yes, I think their official grouping limit's 3.
Yeah. But you just only have like 2 Koas fighting? Just only 2?
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance still one of those Koas. Like, the Koas don't have a fighting chance. It depends on the creature. Megs? Eh. Brax's Acros? You're dead. One of you dead. It doesn't really matter. What am I saying? Yes. Yes, babe? Why do you gotta be sitting on my keyboard? Am I not allowed to play the game? Just want to compete in some moments. What? You got it in my face? I'm going to get in your face. Come on. You know you can hate. Okay. But yeah. I could tell Bob is getting better with the attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And helping with, but like giving you an option, like another option.
To defend yourself, yes.
Yeah. Of course, with the knockback for Para, it's just for small things like Velo, Mega Raptor. Not much with the bigger ones.
Well, yeah, I mean, but to be fair, for the bigger stuff, you're faster than it anyway, or you could outpace it.
Yeah.
So you don't need that.
No, but it still gives you a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Dealing with the little fuckers. I play Velo and Mega Raptor like scavengers. I do that with Megs too, but I am more likely to find something I know I could kill. Like I'll say, a decent sized Apado I know I could kill by myself. But as like a Velo or a Mega Raptor, I leave those things alone. Unless they're babies. Then I'll go after them. Because they're food.
Mm-hmm.
I play Velo as scavengers. And every single time, I hear people every time in VC just like, you know what? I'm going on a server, and I'm going on a Velo, and I'm going to butt ride everything. I'm like, that's disgusting. I don't like that kind of behavior. You're not my friend anymore. Just a joking way, but.
But I mean, even then, it's like just Velo, just as a whole, like that being just your main method to kill everything was still dumb, and it still is to this day that it's dumb.
But they're slowly trying to. Like, you can see it with some of the creatures they have.
Mm-hmm.
I still think they should rework Mega Raptor's claw attack slight bit, because the only way to bring it up, like start doing it, is to hold still. And you know those fuckers are glass cannons.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like they should rework that. I get why they did it, but it no. I need to rework it a slight bit. What is this? Okay. Yeah. Just want swiftness. Let's go. Yes, I'll be my speed Apollo. Is Intim even good on Apollo?
I'd say it's alright.
I'm just curious because it's like I got +2 in that and I don't know.
I mean, Pado's already intimidating enough as they are, but if you just have more, then it's like... You know, if a pack comes up on you, then...
True, I could intim them to... Or not to death, but intim them enough where if they are injured, they can't really much heal. As well. So... Maybe maxing out Intim would be nice, because I have a +2 in that.
Let me see here. How close am I? Alright, we're almost there.
I still don't know why I got... You know what? 1 point in Strong Lungs is not bad. That +1 is nice for a Apollo, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know when you ever need it, but all I could think of is when there's a fire next to you and you're in that suffocation part. A lot of people forget about that because people, you know, log.
Yeah.
But strong lungs is supposed to keep your lungs strong. Means you should able to like have enough to get away from the fire. Because it counts like you're suffocating on water.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah, nobody wants to ever deal with this fun stuff on Bob.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, flash flood. Like, you saw that one time when I was playing Unofficial 3 by myself that one time? Did you see what the weather I was dealing with? What I said?
Yeah. Yep. I remember.
Extinction flood, tornadoes, at least 2 tornadoes, and somehow a fire, all at the exact same time.
Fuck in my world. Because I don't try to log out in those kind of storms. I don't try to log out in storms unless I can't actually go anywhere and it's clear I'm gonna die right there. But it's like, it gives me an option to run away. Yeah. Of course, in some cases, I'm like, you know what, I can make it. I'm going to make it. I die anyway. It's like, oh well.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a survival game.
Yeah.
And people don't want to lose their good shit, because it means they had to sacrifice something for it. And usually that creature is so big and so much good trials on it, you can't have, unless you have another dino who's already been a backup for like who knows how many years for that creature. But it's not really gonna... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go on Millardo and grow him and see what inheritance he will get, as I got him on the Easter event that was going on. He was so gorgeous. I loved him. I love Millardo. Because I had to replace the one who got struck by lightning.
Where are these button mushrooms?
As he got in shitty inheritance. She got really bad inheritance. Oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, let me go on my main account and grow the alert a slight bit more. Hi, Parkus. My balloon Molly is doing all right. Okay, this. Mm. What's our mod update on Ark?
All the mods should be updated. We're just waiting for Genesis to come back up, just because I forgot the last step of like actually rolling back the server for the mods to actually load in, because there's no mods on it at the moment. But you know, that was my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, now we just need flowers. That's a Displetosaurus up there.
I see Shallows is open up those kind of thing, those stuff.
Yeah, the sponsor dino, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna head this way, because I need to head this way anyway. And there's flowers over here anyway.
Yeah, models are not cheap.
Nope.
Even you make them yourself and you think it'll be free, but putting them actually as a dang is not cheap.
Yeah. Costs, even as cheap as possible, it's gonna cost you a couple $100. Alright, that should put me at the next life stage.
And he's going to add another venom creature. It's a lot. Is the size of an aloe?
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. More I like dial like creatures sometimes. Depends on. They don't have the fucking frill thing like in Jurassic Park that irritates me a lot. It's like they just did it because Jurassic Park did it because what's the word I'm looking for?
Because sci-fi.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly, the dinosaurs are not really dinosaurs.
No, they're not.
Like, I had this whole entire argument with somebody. It's like, the dinosaurs are not really dinosaurs. They're like, yes, they are. They should be accurate and stuff. Like, they're not really.
They literally said officially in the movie that they're not the same real dinosaurs that we know of. They're genetically modified. They had to borrow genetic material from other animals.
Yeah. Like,
they're not natural dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We could still say they're dinosaurs, but they're not the same natural dinosaurs we're familiar with for what they actually are.
Yeah,
they're genetically modified.
Yeah. And people forget about that a lot.
Of course.
Like the Spino, I believe, was created for.
Yeah, the Spino is like one of the farthest from even being close to what it is.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember because I think there was like some sort of thing to it, like story-wise. I'm mostly going to talk about like story-wise. Like it was created for something totally different than showing it off. I think like in wars and stuff. That's why it had, you know.
Yeah, but by technicality, it can be considered the first hybrid ever in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Because they did mix a couple of things in there to make it what it is.
Yeah. But I wouldn't really count any of the dinosaurs actually accurate. Everybody keeps saying, even I keep telling them it's not, because you know.
Yeah, almost none of them are accurate.
Yeah.
There we go, subadult finally. So character abilities. Let me see. Oh, what? Still don't actually get it, bruh. Okay. Well, let's get the death rattle so I can increase my attack.
Let me actually show my lord.
Increase turning radius, but reduce stamina recovery. Eh, that's fine. We'll get that.
This is a Lurdu I got from the abandoned eggs. What do you think of him? He's gorgeous.
Let me see. Oh, wow.
Like, he was pretty much born like this, and I'm like, I was after a female, but whew, he is pretty. He doesn't have the best inheritance, but I like him. I'm hoping I could able to, like, have these colors and when Lurdu has his remodel. So he looks pretty. And I know what pattern, I know what skin this is using, and pretty much there's two skins mixed up together, but when you take away this pattern, it'd pretty much be the default of the other skin. But He's just pretty, and I love him. And none of the parents were actually look like this. Like, none of them were white. So it's like, he is gorgeous. And a lot of people agreed with me. I'll get struck by lightning, right? Where's a fucking cave when I need one? I guess today there's not a lot of people on the server. Probably one of those days where it's like there's not many people on. So I usually see around like 10 or 20 people on. More reason to do my trials. I don't think I need any points in good parents since he is a male and I got that +1. How big can I get?
There's definitely something else here.
I'm so sad for my girl because she just pretty much reached to being 1.5, but I got struck by lightning and died immediately. I'm like, really? I'm so sad about that.
It's a Despedo.
Overgrown lizard. I wonder what the swimming animation gonna look like.
I thought I heard something else. It's a baby Styraco. Probably wondering how I could hear and you guys can't? Yes.
I wonder how many people complain about that kind of stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Like, oh, like there's no way you could able to hear me, like, we could hear you all the way over here, you know. And they complain about the sound and stuff. Even it realistically, you could have heard them over that direction out, them crouching. No crouching involved. Like they never crouched.
Yeah, but if anything, it's more of the fact of like, I'm talking to you, I have music in the background, and I have all these other sounds that are going on, but it's like, you know, I hear, you know, something small behind me. Oh, it's a baby Styracosaurus.
Yeah.
And they were crouching too. It's like, how did I hear them? I just do.
You just learn to recognize the sound, like, you know, you
Well,
know
I
what you're looking
didn't.
for.
Well, I don't like immediately
Mhm.
recognize. I can't say like, yeah, that's a Styracosaurus, that's a
True.
Spina. It's like I couldn't tell you exactly, but it's like I could tell you it's like somebody's here.
Yeah, I know. I'm mostly like, you know what you're looking for by sound. You're not going to immediately know what the creature is, but you know somebody's there because you can hear the footsteps. You know what you're looking for.
Yeah, I know where it's gonna be from too, and how far away it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get in here so we can add our abilities.
Hmm. What kind of creatures you are a mix of? Acro, maybe Rex, a slight bit, Anki, Sai.
Character abilities, voice, death rattle. Rattle spikes to increase damage for 45 seconds. And then the legs increases turning radius, but reduces stamina recovery. Yeah, that's definitely better. Let's see how stamina recovery is still looks pretty much the same. All right. Let me see. How many marks do I have? 4,000? Okay. Let's go ahead and buy rooms.
Did they do a showcase for Chronos animations when there was getting a remodel?
Nope. They did not.
I wonder they're going to show Lurdu.
Let's go ahead and buy this room. Customize rooms. We're gonna change this room into this one.
I really like the default skin so far for Lurdu when the remodel.
Yeah, it's nice. Here we go. My usual home that I like. Much better. It's nice and cozy.
I still don't like how long the muzzle is on the new remodel. I wish they kind of shortened it a bit. But it still looks cool.
That's a significant speed decrease when I have my attack boosted.
And the update have to be coming soon as they're what did yesterday was a Pado sneak peek. 4 days ago was Lurdu, and the new other thing for the new battle something thing you could put yourself in was after the Lurdu sneak peek. You know, did you see that thing in sneak peeks with the new feature they're going to add? Where
I did not actually check sneak peek, so hold up, I'm checking right now.
yeah. Like, you notice how cool...
The dueling system allows you to duel against a friend or foe without the risk of dying upon defeat. Ooh!
Yeah.
Okay. When the duel begins, it will continue until one player is brought to 0 health. When in a duel, you are free to attack your opponent. Any exterior interference will immediately end the duel. Ooh. You can also forfeit a duel by typing forfeit into the chat window anytime or by forfeiting the duel through the emote action room. Once the duel is over, either by interference or by one participating defeating the other, both dueling participants restored to the health, injury, and bleed values they were at prior. That is so cool. So like if you
Yeah.
both are at full HP, you're tussling it out. Someone decides to be a troll, it's like, hey, I'm gonna try and kill them because they're at low HP. And then you hit them, it's like, the heck did you just do, bro? What did you try to do? What did you try to do? It was a prank, it was a prank, it was a prank, it was a prank!
Yeah, I really like this. Means you don't lose your dino, and when you like lose, you don't lose your dino. Means people who play on realisms like
The
me
victor
and
of
you're
the
doing
duel is announced in local chat along with what percent health they had when they won. Players who are dueling one another will inflict negative comfort towards one another even if they are in a group. You cannot inflict friendship loss towards your opponent while dueling. You can challenge players to duels regardless of whether or not they are in your group. That is awesome.
yeah, but you notice how close of that announcement with the Lurdu and Apado stuff?
Yep.
Yeah,
5 days ago. Yeah, 5 days ago for dueling. And then the day after that was Lurdu.
Yeah. Like, I noticed that immediately with Apado because I look in sneak peeks and I'm like, huh, I wonder why this is so close together. It's getting close. Give it like two or 3 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because they maybe have a few other things in store they're trying to work on. So give it around those. Give it around that many days. They pass the 3-week mark means they're doing something bigger in the mix. Meaning map.
Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream right here. Get myself some food because I'm pretty hungry. And then hopefully the ARC server is gonna be up for me to like make sure everything's good to go. But if you're new and haven't done so, feel free to follow so you know when I stream again. I'm finally glad I was able to get my Streamlabs to work again. And because I have Streamlabs working again, I get to do a little funny thing that I have planned for this summer. I just need to like work all the details first. But thanks for watching, everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful night or day, and take care. See you next time.